Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Toon in 10. That's it, we're back, and all three of us this time. I'm Adam, that's Pete, that's Vince, and we've got another victory to celebrate. The return of Pardew and Cabai, but most importantly, the return of another 3 points at home in front of a rocking St James's Park.
Sold out.
Sold out, allegedly sold. It was.
My mate couldn't get tickets. Captain Dan couldn't get tickets. So I actually went to get tickets. And
really?
Sold out, yeah.
There's loads of seats. It's one of those where they've sold it, but like they're still counted as.
Hard to see from the box.
Hard to see from the box. Yes. Corporate no prawn sandwiches, but there was a nice selection, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the pie and mushy peas at the end was my favourite. Although Pete ballsed it up because you had a massive breakfast before a load of nice food.
Curry, actually.
Curry for breakfast. Yeah. Classy till the end.
I was with the
you in with the groundlings, were you?
In the groundlings in the Gallagate corner as usual. So,
well, I heard you singing. You were in full voice.
I shouldn't have took that pint of piss. That was
little crass.
Okay.
A little bit crass. Should we get on with the first half then? And of course, it's going to be match reaction to Newcastle 1, Crystal Palace 0. Time at the ready. Go! Hell, what an atmosphere! I mean, it's the cliched game of two halves. I mean, the first half was dour. We didn't seem like there was any urgency. We didn't seem like we were in a relegation fight at all. We just a nice Saturday bank holiday afternoon, and then it didn't seem like anything was happening. There was no movement up front. I mean, everyone just seemed static. It was weird. Like
Cisse was very poor, I thought.
Yeah, he didn't give us much. I honestly thought he'd start with Mitrovic because I thought Mitrovic is impressed kind of when he's come on, but maybe he sees him as that super sub. But I just
we've
didn't.
got
I saw
a
the lack of
team though, haven't we? At least we're starting with the same team for more or less.
Yeah, almost, yeah. With a couple of tweaks, you're right with Ronaldo and Perez, but I just think like when Alden was no movement, Sissoko there was little movement. It was just there wasn't much going on.
I couldn't even. I know you've picked out Cisse there. I couldn't have even picked out. Like I didn't think there was anyone who played worse or better than anyone else. Really, I thought we were all pretty.
I thought Lascelles was good. I thought Lascelles was good throughout.
And I think Townsend always looked a bit busy, but generally
seemed to be our only outlet. I think he was the only one moving.
So static in the middle.
But I think even with Townsend,
really poor.
It was been really impressive. We'll also get on him in a little bit, but he was getting caught in the ball so very easily. Like he's going one way
because he didn't anyone else to
exactly. But then what happened? Obviously, second half, Rafa's given him a kick of the arse again. Like I think he did against Anfield, which worked, and we seemed a lot more assured. We seemed to be fighting more. We were running harder. Obviously,
it's happened in the past 4 games now. We've had a second half performance.
Yeah. Talk us through the goal. I mean, what was your view of it from the?
Well, I was obviously further down, so it's the opposite end to me, because it was the Leeds' end, but. Absolutely hell of a free kick. I didn't think.
I mean, we saw the replays, and it was put the whip on it, and it was. He's gone for obviously the same.
He's scored a goal every other game for us now.
I think it's 4 goals, 2 assists this year.
You've got to see he's in England form. You have to.
Well, he's certainly doing better than wankers like
wankers like
Chamberlain. If he's
Sterling,
At the end, he's playing in a relegation battle, but
Roy likes him.
But that's even more impressive. It's even more impressive because it's.
That's why I think he might be getting slightly overlooked. But Roy does like him. He's got to be playing himself.
He's definitely in. He's got to be in the discussion.
I'm going to be honest. I was. Not necessarily underwhelmed by the signing, but I didn't quite think he was worth the price. But he's been the best I would say, best signing this year. Actually, him and Mbemba probably.
I'd say
they've been the best signings of the year.
Obviously, Crystal Palace got a penalty out of absolutely nowhere. We get.
I'd turned back into the box to get a pint. I was that confident nothing had happened.
Yeah, and then it was simply. And then it was just like,
what? We couldn't believe that.
No. It was. And I thought I think it was given a handball. I thought Sissoko's hands were on his shoulder. But obviously, Cabai steps up, and I know.
Palace weren't even appealing it.
No, that's what seems really weird about it. I thought it was very innocuous.
Apparently, Dan made a half attempt to say something.
Okay, really.
Yeah.
But then obviously, we've got to run a joke that we don't mention goalkeepers enough on this podcast, but Carl Darlow, what a save! I mean, Cabai put it at a nice height for him, but that's in the corner. That's right again. That's going in the side net, and if that goes in, like that's not an easy save at all.
Yeah, it's so frustrating that I mean, it's embarrassing, but you've got a couple of magnums have come out and said that he didn't try with that penalty and all this stuff.
I mean,
what are you talking
It's
about?
insanely disrespectful and it's laughable, but
But it's
you know,
also
you brush past that. But
I still think it, like, look, with 3 points is massively important, and you know, thank God we got it. But really, we got it out of what was an unbelievable free kick and
two
unbelievable penalties.
Two incredible moments for us.
It still makes it work.
But it's when you don't play well and you know it's kind of title winning form or hopefully survival form that when you've really got no clear cut chances. A moment of magic out of nowhere, a Carl Darlow save, which is super. I mean, what was the atmosphere like after?
Yeah,
it was
Darlow
incredible.
got the corner.
I know. I mean, the hairs are going up on me arm now.
The corner afterwards.
Yeah, when never has a goalkeeper plucked the ball out of an air, out of the air from across to such rapturous applause.
Carl Darlow to the goal.
Carl Darlow, no,
never believe that so. Carl Darlow.
Well, they've nicked that from I think it was Watford had air for Igalo when he scored past us earlier this season.
I think it was really good that he's got the song.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Like, and I thought again the defence looked. It was the shape as well. They couldn't penetrate.
Elliot Crowlard Darlow.
I know.
It's
a three-way tie.
I think it'll be Elliot. I think Elliot deserves it.
I think it depends what league we're in. And that's the end of the first half.
Freddie Woodward.
Yeah.
He started on the bench for
Could be anyone, like, could be anyone.
Okay.
That's the end of the first half, and we'll be back for the second half after this. Hello, welcome back to the second half of the Toon in 10. If you do hear a little rattle, by the way, it's because we've got a baby in the vicinity. So we'll try and keep language at a minimum. But yeah, she's being canny now. But yeah, we'll see how that develops. Anyway, let's begin the second half, and let's just kind of talk about. Let's look ahead to the Villa game. And let's look ahead to basically the relegation battle, the games in hand that Sunderland and Norwich have are going to be quite crucial in the run-in. We'll see what we think of that. Time at the ready and go!
Well, first off, I could kiss Troy Deeney. I mean, I wouldn't want to, the big horrible convict thug. But for him to score those 2 goals... Yeah, in the 90th and 93rd minute.
What a turnaround.
It just, the worry was...
It saps any hope away from us.
Well, yeah, we talked about like Aston Villa, that kind of game at home, you know, the pressure's off, and they just might want to perform, and for him to do that, I mean, poor buggers if you're a Villa fan, it's horrible, but it is.
We're winning!
Oh,
no, we're not.
It's a bit disappointing.
Joe's good. Oh, we've lost it. We've lost it. Yeah.
There's a big protest planned as well, isn't there?
74th minute, I think they're going to celebrate ironically on the 74th minute. They're going to go crazy, whatever.
Bit awkward if we scored in the 74th minute. I'm not sure.
It's the 70th minute in St James, isn't it? But yeah, we'll just.
It's got to be a win, hasn't it? It's got to be a win.
Well, it has
or we're down.
Yeah,
it's got to be. I mean, we've said it for most of this. This is we can't afford to lose this. We've gone and beat the team who's lost 11 in a row. There's no way that I just feel with the extra games in hand that Sunderland and Norwich have got for us to psychologically just get to 36 points. Right. It feels like it's sort of it's sort of totally out of our hands anyway. But it feels like. It feels like a points total that people have previously survived on.
I think that things are working well for us. I think Everton and Watford not getting to the FA Cup final worked for us. I think Man U still have something to fight for. The hope of 4th with the City results recently works well for us. I think Chelsea having got a bit of the pride back against Tottenham.
Yes,
sort of helps
us against Sunderland. Yeah. But maybe the Spurs thing doesn't necessarily help us though.
I think it does.
I don't because I think third place are chasing them. I don't think that's in the bag.
No, they're guaranteed 3rd. So the guaranteed
championship. Of course they are, but they're not going to win.
It's going to be different. It's going to be different.
It's the final game of the season.
You're right. You are right.
They're not going to have Ali. Look like Dembele's going to get taken out. The Kane
taken out.
Well, yeah, with the Euros coming up, they might rest him, and he's not going to be going hell for leather. Yeah. So I just think
it's definitely better that they haven't got
I
the
just think
title.
it's better.
Yeah,
No, you're right.
not as much.
I think
but the Villa game.
there's still something to play for them.
The
Which
Villa game. If we get to 36 points, that's a psychologically for the other teams. That's a big points total to
and
get
plus,
with the games.
Sunderland and Norwich both play on the Wednesday. They play Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday.
They do. So they're gonna. There's a tie there. That means Everton, Watford's gonna have a huge stay in the amount of points that they get. Everton, Watford. They're kind of. I've just checked the form table there. Last 10 games were pretty much. I think it's like Watford, Newcastle, Everton around sort of 13th, 14th, 15th, like in terms of the form table. So that we're all kind of in the last 10 games. We're not doing a bit. We're obviously down from being on the bottom of the league on the form, rising up, but they're kind of dropping because they've not done anything. That Watford win, but apart from that, I mean, Everton have been hopeless.
God,
we need Lukaku to come to form. We need.
They do tend to play slightly better away from home.
Garlo hasn't scored for a long time. Obviously, they've got.
What a position we're in though to be here. 6 weeks ago, we thought we were done and dusted.
Oh,
a month ago, we thought we were done and dusted. To be here in this position. I can't.
No, you're right. It should have been over. It should have been over. I still fear for us. I still think those extra games for Sunderland and Norwich.
These two will stay up.
And you know what I was thinking? The funny thing I was thinking,
yeah, if we beat them both, but I think would a win against Villa and a draw against Spurs be enough? 37 points.
I think it probably would. Yeah, and I think what's amazing is it almost makes the McLaren appointment a good one. And the reason I think that is if we stay up, we would never have got Benitez at any other time of the season.
Desperate
if
times,
been
desperate measures.
In January, we wouldn't have got Benitez. If we wouldn't have came at the start of the season. If we'd got anyone who was half decent manager, wouldn't have got relegated. Wouldn't be in this position. So
it's the riskiest way to get one of the best managers we could have ever done. It's an insane roll of dice.
Newcastle. It's so.
Yeah. It's not just the A to B. We've kind of gone the scenic route round like McLaren Peninsula.
Yeah.
Hare Island, if you will.
But Charlie's like, I do it. I always plan this. I knew Alfred would be available around then.
According to schedule.
Done it again.
He's gonna.
Yeah. So.
I
mean, and that's a big if, but I do think if you're now Sunderland, you've got to be.
I'm talking to Sunderland fans, and they're so nervous. They are so nervous because they've seen.
Every Sunderland fan thinks we're staying up, but equally every Newcastle fan thinks Sunderland's staying up. But I think it's like
Norwich are going to stay up. Aren't they?
It's on a knife edge. Like it could go either way. I think Norwich are probably down. And it's between the North East clubs.
The baby! Hey, good timing!
Full time!
Bye bye!
New recruit. So yeah, maybe when we can't get all three of us, we'll get Penny in.
Baby,
to
talk. Put a hat on it.
Nah, it's not going to catch on.
But it's the whole thing, isn't it?
So that's the end of the second half. It's full time.
Predictions for the weekend.
Predictions.
Villa beat.
I reckon Villa will go 1-0 up, be 2-1. We'll win.
I was going to say 2-1 myself. I think they'll score. I think Aya will score for them.
I think it'll be 1-0 Newcastle.
Nervy game or comfortable?
I think we'll sit back a bit first half.
I think we'll
towards
the formula, won't we?
Yeah, I think from 35 minutes on we'll push them, and I think second half we'll really go for it because that seems to have worked for us.
And Norwich, Man U.
Well, we need Chelsea to absolutely smash any confidence out of someone.
I think Chelsea have got it in them to turn a good.
I think so, and they owe it themselves, and
I think Hazard's decided to turn up as well. Now.
That goal,
the scoop,
like him.
The scoop, yeah.
He's got the Euros coming up, surely, hopefully, and not the.
He's got a massive point to prove.
He's got a point to prove, and
he
must have a bit confidence going now.
Yeah, he has, yeah. And
what a team to play against Sunderland when you're playing like that. So.
I still think they played quite well the other night, despite all the. They kept the composure even when they were 2 down. And I know it was a bit of a feisty game, but we need that kind of composure from them just to get the job done.
I think Man U's playing alright at the moment. I think Martial's in good form.
I can't see Chelsea losing. I think it could be a draw.
Well, that's it. This is what the Allardyce thing's a draw. He plays for the draw.
So they get a draw, and that takes us 4 points clear.
If we were to win, yeah.
If we get 4 points clear, we're 33. They're 32.
Yeah. So they draw.
So they'd be 33, and we'd be
36. It would be 3 points.
And that's literally in our hands. We're in our last game of
Goal differences against us though.
Yes.
That's if
Massively.
we draw a game though.
Yeah.
But if they draw and we win our last two.
We just need them. Before the last game of the season, we need Norwich and Sunderland to just basically lose both of the games each. If we can have that,
that's
brilliant.
fine. Let's just end the season.
That's fine. Yeah, it's gone. We'll look forward to a
Congratulations to Leicester on the
Leicester City. Yeah,
I mean, our lifetime.
Again, I would love to enjoy the moment. I do enjoy it, and I've got a few Leicester fans, and I'm so pleased with them. But at the same time,
yeah, those people that live in your basement.
You've
got a few Leicester fans.
You've got a few Leicester fans.
Friends who are Leicester fans. Oh, God, pick that up. But obviously, with our situation, I can't really enjoy anything at the minute. And the other thing, we were here in the 90s, and we didn't get ours. We didn't get ours. And this could have happened to any team in the league, and it didn't happen to ours. I've got to be happy for them. But man, Newcastle. It's just.
Yeah, we'll be able to be happy if we're still.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I couldn't give a shiny shit.
Yeah, I'm over it already.
Yeah.
Newcastle. Right, keep the faith, everyone. I've been Adam. That's been Pete. That's been Vincent Penny.
And that's been Penny.
This has been the Toon and 10. Subscribe to the channel. Share amongst the social networks. Tell all your friends. And we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.